Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 39 of my League Chatted Career Mode. Now in today's episode we've got a few more games to get through, the first of which is against Watford, and I think the next game after that's Palace, is it? Yeah, Palace and then Man United. So we've got the final of the EFL Cup to play in today's episode as well, so three really big matches for us. We've also got a little bit of a change again to the difficulty. I'm still trying to get it right, I'm still trying to make it realistic but still entertaining for you guys to watch. So basically I've tweaked the shot error for the CPU now. It's a little bit less the error, meaning obviously their shots are going to be a little bit better. So I think it's about 45 rather than 50. It's a slight tweak, but one that I've been experimenting with on a different career mode that I don't record with. So we'll see how that goes in today's episode. Again, we can make some tweaks at some other stage if we need to. Before we get into things though, if we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It will be absolutely fantastic. Trying to hit 7,500 subscribers as quickly as possible. With your support, that would really help. And this is the team I'm going to be going with for the first game against Watford. Bailey Peacock-Farrell starting in goal. Got some news about him in a second, actually, which I'll mention. Eiling at right back. Denayer, Jansen and Taylor as my four defenders. Bridcut, Delph and Cook as my three midfielders. And then Roof, Barrow and Berahino as my three attackers. But the news about Bailey Peacock-Farrell, basically, off camera, and I don't know why I did this off camera, but I just decided to offer him a new contract. He was demanding a new contract, so I did give him one. I gave him, I think it was like £8 over what he was after, just because that's the amount that I could offer him. And basically, he came back to me a few days later, and this was in between games, by the way. I've not done anything else. And he said about that new contract. I've been thinking recently about my future at the club, and I've decided I don't want to sign a contract extension. I'll be letting my contract expire and move on. Well, he's got 3.5 years left on his current contract, so he's going to be waiting a long time. So we are going to offer him a new contract now in the episode. Don't know why he's refused the contract. Very strange. We're top of the league. He's playing every game. Very, very strange stuff. I want him obviously to stay because we've developed him. So we are just going to massively increase his wage. We've only asked for 2,600, so we're going to go with that. We're going to literally try and make sure that he wants to stay, basically, and see whether that will tempt him or not. So let's crack on with this game and see how we get on. Again, you know, it's kind of this sort of stage of the season now. We're top of the league by a couple of points. But if we drop points, to be honest, it'll just make the season a little bit more realistic. So I can't really argue if we do drop some points, but of course I'm going to be going for the wins in all these matches. I'm just hoping that a slight tweak to the difficulty has improved things. It can be difficult to know what the difficulty is going to be like, so we'll just have to hope that that has improved things in this game. Berahino into Delph. He's going to look for the overlap. Eiling getting forward. Going to find Delph again. Oh, I went for the shot. Gets blocked. Barrow's going to try and continue this attack. They're really preventing us coming down this middle part of the pitch here. Berahino will shoot though and again gets blocked. And that is kind of the situation we're dealing with at the moment. They're blocking everything centrally. We might have to start getting the ball out and wide a little bit more, which isn't my strength, to be completely honest with you. I like to play quite centrally. So if they are making us do that, then that's not really going to help us too much. Cook. Looking for Berahino, he's gone through, he gets brought down, must be a penalty. It is going to be a penalty, it's Yunus Kabul, and he has fouled, I don't even know who it was it Berahino that I said was trying to get through? I'm pretty sure it was, but he was running through, gets brought down. It's a really sloppy challenge in the end, 26 minutes, and just a booking actually for Yunus Kabul. Maybe could have expected a red, but he's not given it. It's going to be Berahino to step up. Could do with a goal here, please. Yes, we've got it. 1-0 up, 26 minutes into this game. Berahino with the goal. Yes, we've been helped out a little with the penalty. We were struggling to break them down, but that has certainly helped us. It was the first time we'd actually broken them down a little with that passage of play there. The good bit of passing got through Berahino, but then to try and stop us getting through, completely fouled. But that was certainly our best passage of play so far, and I'm glad that we managed to get a goal from it anyway. Oh, they've stretched us a little bit here. The Watford striker's on goal. Oh, it's 1-1. That's a decent finish, to be fair to him. This is more like it. This is more competitive. The shot error seems to have helped. That was certainly a good chance for them there to score. Don't know how they managed to stretch us so easily there. Huge gap between the midfield and the defence. Not good enough. And I'm not too sure how to pronounce the striker's name, but he has finished it off very well. And it kind of just scoops it, but it kind of just curls off the post and into the back of the net. 1-1. Approaching the end of this first half now. Still remains 1-1. Certainly has been a very level game. They've not had loads of chances, Watford. To be brutally honest, that's probably their only shot, but they've taken it, which is the main thing. It makes this game more competitive, even if they're not going to have loads of shots. And yeah, we're struggling to break down the 5 at the back at the moment, so that's going to continue into the second half. We will keep the team the same. Just need to try and use the width a little bit more, which we're obviously struggling to do at times. Oh, it's fallen straight for Roof. Cabal's made another error. Oh, Roof has no left foot. Absolutely skies it. What a start to the second half already. Cook wins it back. Great chance for us to go forward. Now he's going to need some support from Barrow. He's desperate to cut in. Wins with a free kick, actually. Great running from him. He was always going to get crowded out in that position. We were lucky to actually win something from there. Give it to Delph. Play it short. Who's on this one? Roof. Well, we've seen his left foot before, but he's going to give it another go, and this time he scores. Oh my days. Roof has found his left foot, and he's smashed it past the goalkeeper. It's 2-1. Where has that come from? A goal from nowhere, really, but what a finish. Said a few moments ago he doesn't have a left foot. He certainly found it then. That's only a few minutes later as well. 2-1, 53 minutes in. Fantastic strike from Roof, and that puts us back in the lead again. Okay, first 2 changes now with 30 minutes to go. We're going to bring on Snodgrass and Vieira. Bridcut and Berahino are going to come off. Roof's going to go up front. Just kind of resting a couple of players now. I know we're only got a 1-goal advantage, but we've got to also think about other games as well. We've got to make sure we protect some players. Bridcut's booked. Berahino, obviously one of our better players that we need to try and protect, so I'll wait and see how that goes. Those 2 changes to begin with. The third one should be made soon. Vieira now, going to look for Charlie Taylor. He's through. Charlie Taylor makes it 3-1. Fantastic strike from him. Despite us not getting the clean sheet, we have created plenty of chances for ourselves, and that is another brilliant run from Charlie Taylor. Look at the pass as well from Vieira. Perfectly weighted. Brilliant finish. 3-1. And we now can probably make that next change pretty soon. Rest another player if we want to. Okay, so this will be the final change. It's going to be to take off Lewis Cook, who's probably the most tired out of everyone on the pitch. And we're going to bring on Arvidsson. And we're not going to bring him on at centre-back, we're going to bring him on at centre-mid. Because I noticed in between episodes he can actually play centre-mid. I don't think we've given him a go there before, so why not? Let's make this the game that we give him a go at CDM. Arvidsson looks incredible in that CDM role. We've got a ball through there for Delph. Oh, so close to 4-1. Watford with a corner. 4 minutes left of this game now. 3 minutes left, I should say. And they do have a chance to put the ball in the box. Can we clear this one with Roof? No, they've kept it alive. Jansen's in there. Bailey Peacock-Farrell can't handle it. Now we just need to try and get rid of it. Fall for Deeney. Jansen goes in there strong. In fact, it was Charlie Taylor. And eventually the shot goes wide. 1 minute to go now. What an ending that would have been in the final couple of minutes if they'd got a goal there. Doesn't manage to go in for them. Remains 3-1. But they have ended this game very strongly. Still ending it strongly as well. Causing us some issues with their strikers. Final 4 minutes left to play. Deeney shoots. Oh, what a way to end the game with a great shot from Troy Deeney there. The final shot of the match. And we have won the game 3-1 now. Though we've got the 3 points. Much more competitive match. Why can't every game be like that, where you really have to try and work for it? I know they only had 1 shot on target, that was the goal, but they still made things difficult for us, especially towards the end of that game. So yeah, great news for us that we've got ourselves a win during quite a competitive game, and we've got 3 goals. They also scored as well, so a little bit more of a tough match for us, but yeah, we still managed to get a good enough result. We'll wait and see how they do this week. Let's find out. We do have actually Vieira go to 75, finally he goes up. Looks really good now. He can definitely compete with Lewis Cook in terms of overall. And other than that, there hasn't been any changes to the rest of the players. Okay, so we've got an email from the board, I think. Basically, a word has been received from the representatives of Bailey Peacock-Farrell. The bad news is that we are being told that he will not be entertaining a new contract with us at this time. He wishes to keep his options open regarding a move to another team. This is bitterly disappointing news, it is, definitely, and we'll have to work out how to move forward under these conditions. Yeah, not good news for us. We've developed him, we've nurtured him from a very, very low overall to now 77 overall. 21 years old, he's top of the Premier League. He wants to leave. Where's he supposed to go where he's going to get first team and be top of the Premier League? Unless he wants to move to a Real Madrid or Barcelona, which frankly isn't good enough to do. He can't really do any better than Leeds at the moment, so very disappointed he wants to move on. I want obviously a decent chunk of money for him if he does move. Suspension over also for Armstrong as well, but yeah, just a bit gutted about the goalkeeper situation. On a positive note, it will certainly help us with an objective, which is to, I think, raise funds. Yeah, 15.3 million from young players within 3 seasons. That's the only positive we can take from it, but still not much of a positive, really. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Crystal Palace. Got Bailey Peacock-Farrell starting in goal. Now, despite him wanting to leave, we are, I think, still going to play him. Obviously, in usual circumstances, I'd probably drop the player and do it like that, but he is our best option by far, and he has done a very good job for us this season, so we are going to keep him in goal, despite him wanting to leave. Berardi at right back, Janssen, Arvidsson starts this time round, Taylor at left back as well, Bridcut, Vieira, Delph as my 3 midfielders, Roof, Berahino and Barrow as my 3 attackers. So not loads of changes, I think just, is it 2 or 3 changes? I think 3 changes, 2 in defence, and obviously Vieira coming in as well. That's the bench I've gone with. Jason Donai's on there this time round, and yeah, you can see the rest of the players that we've got. So let's crack on with the game against Palace, see how we do, hopefully get ourselves a positive result. But the main thing I'm after is an entertaining game for you guys and myself playing it, but also some goals as well, a bit of action, and a bit of a challenge against this team. So we'll wait and see how we do, hopefully continue our decent run though at the moment. So with a week until the EFL Cup final, there is still a little bit of a chance for some different players to try and impress me and get into the starting 11 if they can. So that's the reason why I've changed just 2 or 3 players for today's game, just to give a couple of different players a chance. Also, some players need a bit of a rest as well. But yeah, we're just going to see what sort of combinations work best. And obviously, we've got that big final against Man United. That'll obviously be a very big game for us. So we're going to use this as almost a bit of an experiment and see whether there's any different combinations of players that are going to work better, like that centre-back partnership, for example. Oh, it's being played poorly there. It's going to be Roof. He's still going. Was hoping that Vieira would make a run, but couldn't find him. And another corner for us. Good bit of pressure early on in this game. It's going to be Barrow. It's going to try and deliver it this time for a better cross. Certainly nearly found Janssen this time round. Arvidsson's going to try and play it back around. And I think we've lost that one out. Oh, Vieira finds Barrow. He's going to come back on his left foot. Oh, supposed to go to Vieira. Finds him anyway. On his left foot, scores 1-0. Fantastic finish there from Vieira on his weaker foot. Finds the bottom left-hand corner. And that's just 16 minutes in as well, so fantastic news for us. Palace haven't threatened us too much yet. They've made a couple of changes, I think, to this defence. Not as strong as usual, and we've certainly seen that into the bottom left-hand corner and winning the game. Fantastic start. Berahino onto Vieira. Another chance for him. Oh, this time looking for the other corner. Looking like a decent goal threat for us, actually, Vieira going forward. That's great news. That is it for the first half of this game. We're still winning it 1-0, and we are actually playing quite well at the moment, creating some decent chances. Palace have been up our end a couple of times. It says 1 shot, but I'm sure they've had at least 2 or 3. Certainly feels like they have anyway, but we are dominating things as the stats suggest. But still competitive enough for my liking. I've got a feeling they've got a few more chances in them, to be honest, Palace, but it's yet to really threaten our goal that much. Oh, that was Benteke on his left foot. Took a deflection, the goalkeeper got to it, had to push it out for a corner. Very, very close for Palace to get an equaliser there. Gonna have to defend this, we're gonna have to be very strong here, because they've got a lot of tall players. Connor Wickham in the box, given too much time, and he finishes it off. It's 1-1. They found the chance, and they've managed to take it. It's Connor Wickham, he's gonna run to his manager, and really celebrate that one quite over the top, to be honest. Alan Pardew, no longer at Palace, but they're being congratulated by his players. And they just gave him too much time in the box. You can't let him have that many touches. How we've not managed to stop it, I've got no idea. And it's 1-1. The game is very much on now. First 2 changes to Kara and Sacco, 2 players we've not seen much of recently. We're going to bring them both on, play them out wide. That means Roof and Barrow are both going to come off. The final change will probably be someone like Lewis Cook coming on for one of our midfielders that are maybe getting quite tired. Or maybe even Berahino coming off. We'll have to wait and see. But 30 minutes left. Need to try and find ourselves a winner. Hopefully those 2 changes will help that. Just love having Dakar on the pitch. Every time he's on the pitch, I just feel like we're going to score. He's on the ball here, looking threatening. He's got so much strength. I think that's more important in this game than people realise. It's easy to just get past players with that sort of strength. Great chance for Palace. Good save by Bailey Peacock-Farrell. 20 minutes left. Another good chance for them. Being much more competitive in the second half. It was virtually all us in the first half. Now they have made it a much more competitive game. And now we need to try and find ourselves a winner. Berahino up there by himself. Have to wait for some support. Might actually have to go it alone unless Dakara can catch up. Still going here, Dakara. Gonna look for Berahino. Couldn't find the pass through the legs and it's cleared. Let's make the final change now with 15 minutes left. Do you know what? We're going to throw on another forward. Chris Wood's going to give us some height. We're going to take off Vieira. Berahino will play a little bit further back. And I think that's what we'll do, unless we put Vieira a little bit closer. Because Berahino is very tired. Actually, yeah, we will do that. I think that makes more sense, to be honest. And we'll give that a go, see how that works out. Just over 15 minutes left. Hopefully there's still time to try and get a ball into the box for someone like Chris Wood. Not quite in the right position. Sacco nearly was, though, but cleared. 5 minutes to go. Can we get ourselves a winner? Chris Wood nods it on to De Cara. I think he gets the final touch anyway, Chris Wood. De Cara still going. Gonna look for Wood. Wood, oh, gets deflected towards the goalkeeper. Oh, my days, would have been perfect. I think it's Delaney in the end that gets the little touch, accidentally onto the goalkeeper as well. I just felt that was the goal. That was the chance that we needed. Janssen can't quite fire it forward. That might well be it. It is it. We have drawn the game 1-1. But what I'm most happy with is that it was so competitive. It was a difficult game. We struggled to break them down. They had chances themselves. They've actually had 5 shots, 3 on target. Much better for them. And yeah, it has been a much more fair sort of game. And we have also dropped points as well, which will make things more realistic and make sure that it's a more competitive end to the season. But next month, we have Man United, Liverpool and Tottenham. And we've also got Man City, the first game of the month after that. So we've got some very, very tough matches left in this league. So we're not necessarily going to win this. I hope that we don't win the league, if I'm completely honest. I want it to be more realistic, career mode. I don't want to win everything the first season. I would really just settle for Champions League football now. But we are going to do everything, obviously, to try and stay at the top if we can. We'll try and win every match if we can. We've got an email coming back to us saying that Berardi's been suspended, too many yellow cards. We have actually had quite a few yellow cards recently, so that's unsurprising, really, that we do have a couple of suspensions at times. And we are going to go ahead with some more play drills. We'll move on to the Man United game as well to end this episode, which so far I think has been much more competitive than usual, which is fantastic news for us. This week, though, not really much growth, not too much to talk about. Let's crack on with the Cup final. Okay, so this is the side we're going to go with for the game against Man United in the Cup. Due to the suspension, Berardi can't play, Ayling comes in at right back. Other than that, the team is exactly the same. Whew, here we go, playing our rivals at Wembley Stadium. This is going to be a very big match for us. The final of the EFL Cup is here. Let's see, can we beat Manchester United? I think we're certainly going to have to do a lot of defending in this game, judging by the start that they've made. Pogba looking for Lewandowski. Ayling there, hold him off. As easy as that. Mourinho's turned his centre-back. Oh, so close. David De Gea with the save. Great start to this game. Very lively start. End-to-end stuff. Barrow's going to try and create something here into Berahino. Arvidsson's turned Pogba. Oh, what a hit that is. There's a reason why Arvidsson's starting. He has looked incredible. He had Benteke in his back pocket for most of that Palace game. So he's obviously playing in this match to try and combat Lewandowski. But yeah, what a hit that was as well. Didn't realise he was good at shooting. Roof. Still going. Gonna look for Delph. Delph to shoot. What a save. David De Gea gets down and stops that one. I thought it was a certain goal. The way it was hit brilliantly by Delph. But that's a fantastic save from David De Gea. Still remains 0-0. What a first half this has been, though. 10 minutes left of it now. Delph onto Roof. Can we end this first half strongly? We've had the better chances, I'd say. Roof can't get the cross in, and that's going to be cleared by Darmian. This is probably the most interesting 0-0 I've ever played. I don't know how it's only 0-0. I mean, to be fair to us and to Man United, they haven't actually had that many shots. They have looked a threat, though, going forward. They've had one shot, one on target, but they just look dangerous every time they attack. Pop was really dominating the midfield, but that is it for the first 45 minutes. I have a little feeling this might go all the way. Ideally, though, I want to try and get this game done in the next 45 minutes. Vieira lifts it over for Delph. He's gone with the right foot, probably had more time due to the poor challenge, or attempted a challenge anyway by the defender. Oh no, you can tell that was going to be a goal as soon as we weren't able to clear it. And I'm not too sure who's finished that off. Is that supposed to be Eric Bailly? I can't quite tell, to be honest. Not many shots. We've not had that many chances either. But, yeah, it's just a long ball up from a free kick. Chest down, gets played to someone, and they finish it off. Is it Eric Bailly? Yeah, it is. 60 minutes in. And we're losing this game 1-0 now. Oh, we've long balled it. Berahino creates a chance. Nearly a goal-scoring chance as well. We just hoofed it up straight away from that kick-off. And amongst all that, I think Wayne Rooney's come on and Mata's gone off. Barrow. Here he goes. He's still going. Barrow to shoot. Oh, straight at David De Gea. That's our best chance. Best shot so far, I think. David De Gea again saying it's shame it was right at him. If it was anywhere else, I think that's probably a goal, to be honest. Fantastic shot. Wasn't able to convert it though. Barrow now going to look for Vieira. Maybe a little chip into the box. Gets blocked. That would have been a good little ball, I think, as well. Okay, first two changes. 20 minutes to go now. Armstrong and Lewis Cook coming on. That means we're going to be taking off Vieira and Delph. Obviously a change of formation here as well. Barrow on the left-hand side. Roof on the right. So rather than cutting in, we're going to be looking to maybe put some more crosses in. It's difficult to know what to do. We need to try and get, I think, Man United a little bit more wide. Hopefully Barrow and Roof can do that now. It's mistimed. He managed to get past him as well. They're into the back post. Oh, he's kept us in it. That would have been an easy little nod, and I think, if he'd not got to that bed, if he got foul. But he's kept us in the game and gives us a chance to go forward, which we've not taken. Oh no! I thought he'd given us a foul. Lewandowski makes it 2-0. Oh, I thought I was going to be giving us a foul. I was trying to do it to speed up the substitutions. Lewandowski's made it 2-0 now, and yeah, that's just my error, basically. I thought the referee had blown his whistle. He hadn't. I made that, to me, that's a foul. Thought he'd blown his whistle and he doesn't. Can't believe that. 15 minutes to go, losing the game 2-0. We have to make our third change now. De Cara coming on, that means we'll take off Berahino. Nothing else we can do. It seems like we're going to lose this game with 15 minutes left. Gutting the way it's happened. We were still in the match at 1-0 down. But now I think we are slowly falling out of this game. Yeah, I think that's the game over for us now. 4 minutes left now. We haven't managed to create anything yet with the new subs coming on. It's been a tough game. You've got to expect that. We're playing against Pogba and Lewandowski. And we're trying to compete with Berahino in our team. I mean, he's a good player, obviously, for our team. But if you compare it to Lewandowski, you know, they've got the better players. Inevitably, they probably should win this game. And they have done by the looks of it. It's a shame. We did give it a good shot, but in the end, I think this is probably going to be a fair result with the quality they've got on the pitch. And that's it. We've lost the game 2-0. We've lost the final to Man United. Obviously gutting that that's happened, but they've got the extra quality. I mean, that man there, Pogba, dominated our midfield for most of that game. And, yeah, they just had the extra quality. And when they got the chances, they took them. We didn't, and somehow have come away from this game without scoring. David De Gea is an incredible goalkeeper, and prevented two really clear goals for me in that game. So it's good that it's happened, but yeah, we'll have to watch Man United lift the trophy now. Sadly, we weren't able to get ourselves our first piece of silverware this season, but there's always next season. This will be continuing on for another year to try and develop the team further. Obviously, we've not won everything yet, and we will continue to try and do this career mode until we do. But here we have, I think it's going to be Chris Smalling to lift the trophy. Lewandowski, Wayne Rooney there, Lukaku in the background. I think he was an unused sub in the end. But there we are. Man United have won the EFL Cup. And that means that we finished second this year, sadly. Great to get into the final though. Decent cup run for us, considering our squad is obviously a lot less expensive than theirs. You know, I think we have done pretty well. We performed very well, in fact. So yeah, let's move on now. Let's end the episode here. Sadly, we weren't able to win it, but like I said before, there is always next year, and we will have a much stronger team, hopefully. But that is everything for today's episode. Sadly, we lost out to our rivals in the final, but if we could go ahead and hit 35 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It will be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for hopefully some better results, although some very, very tough fixtures next episode. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.